Hi there, Libra. I'm sorry, I just yawned. It's Jen here from Tarot Spirit. This is your reading for June of 2020. So this month on June 5th, we have a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Sag. And on June 21st, which is the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, we have a new moon in the sign of Cancer. The astrology this month is pretty interesting, so I suggest you go to your favorite astrologer and just check it out in detail. There's a lot going on. What was that one? Come on. This one. That one. Let's just start with 3. Ooh, the Lovers. Very nice. Sag had the 2 of Cups. Maybe you guys are connected with a Sag. I think I'm a Sun rising Sag, Libra moon. In case you care. But yeah, so the Lovers card, I kind of forgot. I don't know what my problem is. Kind of forgot I was doing a reading, and I'm just thinking in my head, and I didn't actually say anything out loud. So maybe that's what's happening. Maybe there's a situation where there's a connection, and it could be a really strong connection, a very physical connection, but no one's saying anything. Like, you know it's there, the other person knows it's there, maybe other people know it's there, but nothing's happening. There's been enough waiting. Maybe someone was getting over a divorce or something. Yeah, because we have the 4 of Wands, then the 9 of Swords. So someone's maybe was healing for a relationship. You know what? You guys have waited long enough. If this global crisis has taught us anything, life is short. There's no guarantee. I don't feel this is a jumping from one relationship to the other. I think the waiting has become maybe a little bit of a crutch. A little bit of a, maybe there's a crush. A little bit of a crutch. Because it's scary. And so it is time to get out there again, and you may find someone you have a really strong connection with. Let's see what else is going on here. The Star. Wow. Time to start dreaming again, to looking forward again, to start planning again. Yeah, I'm feeling it's like we've been idling and someone just put the vehicle into gear, like the bus into gear, and you know you're going to start going. You know that feeling? I can't picture it so vividly. So it's like the universe is back, it's in gear, or maybe Earth, I should say. But even the universe, it's like things are moving. So that's why I say check your astrology. I don't know. I know there are some things. I know like there's a retrograde, but I feel like maybe it's Venus. Something is moving forward again. And so that could be love. I could be wrong about that, but to start dreaming, you're healing. You're healed. Okay. You're doing the healing. It's there. No, one day you're not going to wake up and be like, I am 100% better. I nothing about that situation still bothers me. There may be a scar, and the scars do fade over time, but some stay with us forever, and it's just using that scar as a reminder of our resilience and what we've been through and the wisdom from that, and even being grateful on some level for the wisdom, at least, not the situation necessarily. And then moving forward with that, feeling a little bit more confident because you've weathered a storm, and you survived, and you're still moving forward. And that there are a lot of possibilities out there. Death card. So this is our third major. Just want to point that out. Death. This to me, this that Scorpio moon in May, and I remember thinking, and whenever I think, just my brain, I thought, I wonder if people are going to die because of the Scorpio part of it is death and rebirth, and people being born as well. But I have two people that are actively dying as I'm taping this. People my parents' age, so in their late 70s, but neither COVID related, but two people very special and part of my childhood. And but this would be something that had already happened. I'm sorry for you. But this is mostly a card about, so it could be something to do with the Scorpio in your life as well. But the death card is really what I was just talking about, transforming from, okay, in that I was mourning. I was mourning the loss of that relationship. I was mourning the loss of that job. I was mourning the loss of that person, whatever. It could be anything of that, where I used to live. I fill in the blank, whatever comes to your mind. But I'm going to take those happy memories and the wisdom I gained from going through the grief of that situation, and I'm transformed. I'm not moving forward as the same person I was. This is something that touched you enough. And again, it doesn't have to be a big thing, but for whatever reason, it really struck you and made an impression on you. Sometimes it's hearing of something happen to someone else, like, oh, did you hear so-and-so had a heart attack? And it's not really anyone you knew close, but you knew them, and you know they have family, or you know something, and then you're like, shit, they're my same age. That could have been me. Or you hear about a tragic car accident with teens, which is so heartbreaking. And you didn't know them or whatever, but you think, oh my God, that could have been, you know what I mean? So it's something that has struck you and and you're channeling it in a really positive way, though, to move forward happier and healthier because of it. Happier in the sense that, I don't like to say that because it's like you're not happy that it happened necessarily. Could be a positive thing, though. It doesn't necessarily have to be a negative catalyst, but it's hard to let go. So I guess I'm seeing that, and I'm translating that to a lot of us. We have a hard time letting go, but some things are, if you can get your perspective around it, like if it was a toxic person or job, we should be happy we let it go. Like we finally let it go, let that shit go. So some of us need to really let go of something and try to, it's time to level up, they say, to transform, to move forward. To just not stay in that place that we were, whether it was mourning or anger, resentment. It's time to move it's time to move forward. Oh, wow, the Ace of Cups. This is a lot to do with the relationships. Letting go. Could be a marriage. Could be a marriage that has ended. This, again, would have already happened. And to open yourself up to new love coming in, and being receptive to it, being open to it, approaching it with, well, I'm coming into this with some experience, so I should be able to see red flags, but I'm also going to be brave enough to be in this relationship. This is so Sag had a lot of this because they had the strength card, and that's what came up. To have the strength and to make yourself vulnerable to get out there again and to open up to new joy and love coming in whatever shape or form that is. This could be a child as well. So if some of you have been, God, this may be for like one person and they probably aren't even watching, but it's almost like someone who was in IVF and had to stop their treatments, they were able to get pregnant on their own during quarantine, which is really interesting. 3 majors and an ace. So really a huge month of transformation. The way you guys come into June and the way you leave, it's going to be like a different lifetime. I just foresee it's like, I never in a million years thought that at the beginning of June that I would have met this person or have this job or whatever it is, transformed my body by working out, being healthy or whatever. Yeah, you're just going to be like, wow, that could have been a lifetime of change. That seems like something that, a type of change that happens over a year or 5 years, not over the span of a month. Um, I'm interested to see what that could be. But I think more than anything, especially with all these majors on the table, it's an inner transformation, a shift in perspective, a willingness to let go of the past and to move forward with open arms and like bring it that I'm here to live. And so I welcome all experiences into my life. And by being more open, you allow in experiences that you never would have in the past, just because it didn't occur to you and you weren't open to it because you didn't even really have the perspective to even know what you'd be bringing. Yeah, it was almost like you were like, nah, maybe this is someone that people have tried to set you up with or something before, or you've known and you just never, you friend zoned for some reason. And now all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, this person's amazing. I don't know. It could be a bunch of things. But new things coming in. You could have a pet, new pet too. Yeah, it's going to be a month. I'm going to tell you that much. So go check out your astrology too, and hang on. Yeah. Okay. Have a great, great month. Take care. Bye.